So, talk to me about Surfside. What does everyone need to know now in 2026?
Yeah, so the condo market really changed forever in South Florida a few years ago when we had that terrible tragedy in Surfside, where a building that was maintained incorrectly collapsed and people died and the whole building came down, which was awful. So, two terms you really need to know now. One is going to be the SIRS study, which is the Structural Integrity Reserve Study, and the other are the Milestone inspections. So, basically, what happened was they realized that these buildings, these associations, they weren't maintaining their properties correctly. They weren't holding reserves for important items like concrete, roofs, et cetera, et cetera. So now they've changed all the regulations on what reserves they need to hold, how often they need to inspect these buildings. So, quickly, like an overview of it, each building had to get an 8-point structural integrity reserve study, which looked at the concrete of the buildings, the foundations, the roofs, the siding, everything, and make sure that they were carrying reserves in case anything went wrong with these items. Okay. And then also the milestone inspection, we used to require a 40-year inspection down here. Now we're actually requiring one at the 30-year mark and then one 10 years after that. So every 10 years after that. So a 30-year, a 40-year, a 50-year. And the unfortunate thing is a lot of these buildings who did not carry the reserves beforehand are assessing their owners and charging them tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars that they didn't have to get this done. So it's raising association costs and really putting these homeowners, these condo owners, in a bad spot. So in the short term, a lot of these buildings, if you're buying a condo down here, you need to make sure that you're not only assessing the unit, but you're looking at the building and its financials. And then in the long term, I actually think it's going to be a great thing because these buildings are going to be in really good shape, but that could be 5, 10 years down the road. So there's a lot to know when you're buying a condo. You really have to be informed on the unit itself, but also the building as well.